Hi, everybody. Can you hear me? Are we good? How's the audio? Is the orientation right? Hello? All right. I'm just checking in. I want to make sure we're tight before we get going here.
School is back, and Dick's Sporting
No.
Goods has what you need to win your year. Check back. Dick's Sporting Goods has what you need to win your year. Check
All
back.
right. It sounds like we work. Hi, Misty. Hi, Larson Fishing. Welcome. And the rest of you. I don't know who's online, uh, but thank you for being here. I've missed being online a lot, you guys. Um, we, yeah. Hi, Stephen. We are in a position now to be able to do the online thing way more efficiently. I'm not, this is not what's happening. Tonight, you're getting the budget version, but I am prepared to go back to doing it like I did before we moved to Missouri nearly 4 years ago. And just recently, we acquired fiber internet here in the Lake neighborhood here. Um, before I get carried away, you guys, um, I just kind of want to say something. Just a little moment of silence for some friends of mine. Uh, Sergio, BJ, Moose, Terry, and Carmen. I'm thinking about these people a lot. These people have gone through a lot here recently, and I love them very dearly. So, all right. So, um, the headline, it's bad, right? I have bad news. You guys, I'm in bad shape. I got something happened last 4 or 5 days ago, and I can barely walk. Something happened to my back. I thought I was having kidney issues. It felt like in that region, and I've had sciatic issue, but it was decades ago, a long time ago, 26 years ago. I was like driving with my wallet under my right butt cheek in traffic in Seattle for 2 hours each way with a 5-speed Ford Ranger. So, um, that's kind of how I developed a sciatic issue way back, like literally 30 years ago when I was an apprentice bricklayer. And so in the last week, I developed all this pain again, but it was emanating and going down the front side of my leg, and it kind of freaked me out. And I thought I was having a blood clot, a kidney stone, whatever. So, um, I had a tough time towards the end of the day on Wednesday of this week, and um, I couldn't sleep. I hadn't slept really since Tuesday. And then Thursday morning, Tabitha's like, screw it, we're going to the hospital. We got to get you looked at. So, CAT scan, all the business. And it's two different nerves that are doing some damage right now, and I've never had this pain before, and it's debilitating and it's devastating. I'll tell you how bad it is, you guys. I have my last USA Bassin tournament's tomorrow, and I cannot do it. If I can't work, I can't fish. But let's put it this way: if I can't fish, I can't work. That's how bad this hurts. I haven't slept right. I sleep for 2 hours at a time. I'm not asking for any sympathy. I have bad news is I had to cancel my last tournament of the year. Tomorrow morning, you guys will get to see the video from the 4th event, which was July 14th. I was saving it because I thought I was going to fish today, and I didn't want to just give up everywhere I cast my lure right before a tournament, but I'm not fishing tomorrow, so I don't care. And by the time that video goes live, everybody will be fishing. So, they won't be too excited. But you guys, I just want you to know, I don't know how long I'll be able to hang on tonight. It's easier for me to stand and shift my weight than to sit or lay down. Laying down seems to be the most painful thing for me. So, I wanted to talk to you guys, though, about just where I've been. I know I've been absent, and I really do miss what we do here. And we're gonna develop this thing again. We're gonna get it back on track. It wasn't that it was off track. I just didn't have a viable way to do it reliably. And now I do. It's just so friggin' hot here. I do have an AC in the garage, but it's loud, and you guys will hear it. So I'm just kind of trying to figure out how we can do this. I might be able to do like a Tuesday thing, but I want to figure out how to do it out in the garage where it can be uninterrupted. I don't want to be in the house and have a copyright issue. We have an open floor plan. Anyway, let's see here. Let me get to I want to see what we're talking about. All right. Hello, Matthews, Larry. I already said hi to Misty and Larson Fishing. Peter Kennedy. All right. Daryl, Steve, Andy, Misty, again, Greg. Andy, I caught a fish recently on one of your worms you made me. One of them speed worms. Thank you. I'll find that video. I'll try and post that on the website. Hi, Mom. Yeah, so the fact that I'm not fishing, I think my tournament season's done for the year. So the only other thing I may do later in October for fun is that Big Bass Bash. I think it's the first weekend in October-ish. But right now, that's all I have planned. I'm not planning anything for the next little bit because honestly, you guys, my back's bothering me that much. I can't make plans to even drive across the street. Giveaways. Do you guys miss doing the giveaways? Oh, Andy, that's bunk, buddy. This is bad. I am wearing a sweatshirt. I'm not sick. It's just not hot here today. I've been in the house for 3 days in 72-degree air conditioning. I needed to step out for a minute, you guys. Yeah. Well, we'll see. This is all new. This nerve issue that I'm having is something that I've never experienced before, and like, how did it happen? I don't know. I really don't know. Um, it could have something to do with moving all these masonry blocks. um, and this barbecue off the back patio. I don't know. The barbecue actually, I don't remember. No, I want to say this whatever's going on. It happened quick and it happened overnight. So um, that's where we're at. Um, Giveaways though. Hi, Paul. You guys, I'm going to ask you again because I think only Peter Kennedy answered. But you guys miss doing the giveaways? Well, that's a resounding few people that miss the giveaways. Andy misses them. All right. We'll start doing them again. I do owe Stephen Wolf a crappie package. Stephen won something from me and then asked if I would change it to a crappie deal. I need to send him a crappie rig of some sort. Yeah, you guys, that whole live thing is going to come back. It is. It's just logistically, I'm trying to figure out how to do it where it doesn't sound like I'm in a wind tunnel while I'm talking to you guys. Um, the way I want to do it, the way I did it in Arizona, where I could do it on a program and move stuff around and pull up videos and talk about them with all that kind of TV software kind of stuff that I was actually when I was in Arizona, I was at the infancy of that, learning how to do it, and I was just getting proficient at it when I moved here, and then 4 years has gone by like that, and uh, I don't. I mean, I basically was able to set it up by braille, kind of by feeling around, and so I think I could go on and make a video. Um, but I wanted to get that up and running properly, which it is. Steve, I agree with you. It's just that, of course, this was ER, stupid time. Um, Monday morning, I'm going to call and we're going to try and get that moving. That's my plan. Um, because something has to be done. I can't do anything. I mean, I'm standing here on one leg. I'm not kidding you guys. I'm really, it hurts. And it contracts and expands when it decides to. It's like every 10 or 15 minutes it goes whoop. And I won't take anything for it. So that's on me. Couple Yinglings, I should be okay. But yeah, Steven, I don't think you're wrong. I think whatever happened though, it was violent. I just I've never had this pain. I've been doing heavy stuff my entire life. So, I don't know. Maggie, what are you doing? Oh. Anyway, sorry. Um where do we go? Ibuprofen not to exceed. I don't. So they have me taking naproxen. That's it. That's the only thing I'm taking for this, other than like a patch, like a lidocaine, which is a nothing patch on my back. Let's look at it. Let's look together. You guys know I don't care. I don't know what it looks like. You see that tick bite back there? Freaking tick bite. But yeah, that patch thing, I don't think they work. It's whatever. Inversion table. I had an inversion table and I left it in Tucson when we moved here, or sold it. I think we sold it on Marketplace when that was a thing. Okay, now that I have a few of you on here that been here for a long time. Meloxicam. Meloxicam. I don't know, Misty. That CBD stuff never helped me at all. I've been putting it on my knees off and on for 2 decades and it didn't work. Even the real stuff. Meloxicam. Okay, I'll ask. I mean, these are questions You guys, I don't take a bunch of weird crap that I don't have to. I just, I don't. I can't read that. It's more than cable. It's fiber. We got fiber. We don't even have cable. We don't have a coax line to our house. Um, yeah, I know, Steven. Stay tuned. This is baby steps. Uh, what's next? Okay, so we are going to continue to okay, so for now you guys, like I said, I can't move. Like I haven't the videos that I'm putting out are videos of stuff that's happened obviously in the past, but I need to clean that up and get caught up. So the video about going to Chicago, which you guys, most of you know who've been here forever know I've done it twice. I actually kind of put it together in a way that made sense of how I did it instead of just sitting in the locks and talking live. So moving forward though, once I'm healthy, which hopefully is sooner than later, we can get back to the fishing content and then get back to the storytelling of other stuff, because there's a lot going on in the boat market right now that I find fascinating. You guys, the boat market's tanking. And I hate to say it, but people with these and the like, the prices are plummeting right now. You can buy them pretty cheap. I've seen 2022s for 10 grand or less with 2 hours on them, period. So if you're on here and you're somebody that wants one of these boats and you've been thinking about, jump on it. I mean, at anything under 10 grand for one of these with under 100 hours is a deal. Why? Because if you go look around, like a Pro 160, which is a baby version of the Heritage and the Classics, Classic XL, Classic whatever. The Pro 160 is a baby version of that with just less. It's very basic, and those are selling like a 2014 in one of those is selling for about 9 grand. So just think about it. So anyway, as far as then the content goes, I am going to start doing, I don't know if podcast is a good word for it, but where I'm going to have a guest on. There's going to be somebody, and we're going to talk. And I really am fascinated by what's going on in the fishing culture. All of the, it seems like people are drawing their feet, or using their feet to draw lines in the sand, and they're stirring, like, it's like people are picking sides about this fishing industry, and I think it's fascinating. And I'm not one of them. I'm one of these people looking in, going, "What? Why are?" This is why rock bands break up and nobody makes any money, because everybody wants to fight and bitch and argue. Okay, so I'm trying to incorporate my fascination for what's going on with all of these online opinions and how to correlate that into a show that I can give to you. That's my plan. Hi, Ronald. Um, and then there's also going to be guests on there, you guys, that have nothing to do with fishing. There's going to be golf talk for sure. Stories about me probably as a youth. I'm sure you guys will love that. I'm not trying to run for office, so I'm fairly safe there. I gotta show you guys something too. I gotta add insult to injury, right? So the day that I come back from the hospital and FedEx pulls up to the house and drops off this. If you guys know what this is a Titleist Vokey SM10 54-degree wedge. Brand new. Here you go, Mark. I couldn't swing it if I wanted to right now. So, anyway, that's kind of where my direction's going, you guys. I don't know. I'm not pimping out my boat anymore. I am going to do a video and go, like I did talk about a while back when we were when I was brainstorming on where we're going to take this, of like, hey, what's in your boat? There's going to be a series of videos doing that. I have kind of a greater network now. When I said that a long time ago, I didn't really know that many people here with boats. Now I know enough people where I could, make a handful of videos. Before, sorry you guys, I'm getting a spasm. Before I didn't really, I didn't know these people well enough to go, hey man, do you mind if I paw through your boat? So now, I think I do have enough people where I could get away with that. So, that's coming. And of course I'll start right here. But honestly, you guys, I haven't climbed in the boat for a week. Not that it's a disaster, because it kind of is. Let's just look. It's not horrible. Batteries are charged. A tournament this year. Are we gonna do a tournament? I've been asked a lot, and honestly, you guys, I don't know. I'd love to. If anybody has any ideas on how to do something like in October, shoot it to me. I'm listening. I'm all ears. I just I went through a lot this year. We'll get into that way later on. It's not a pity party at all. Things are good, but this year got stymied. The fishing portion of this year, and I allowed it to. So I think we need to start fishing again. So, like I said, if you guys can please give me some tutelage on maybe what you guys want to do in the future. Maybe screw a tournament and just have a meetup, have a party. Uh, However, whatever you guys want to do, I'm all ears. I would love to do it. I need some help. The Big Bass Bash. I would love to do the Big Bass Bash with a bunch of you guys. That would be cool as I like this idea, Steven. Excuse me. I what are we looking at right now? Beginning of August. In 2 months, I hope to be healed. If I'm not, I got way bigger problems. I'd love to meet at the Big Bass Bash. That's a good idea. How do? Oh no, I like this Big Bass Bash deal. I think, I think this is a good idea. That way, we just show up and fish. Everybody else organizes. Because it's not. I guess it's because it's short term notice. It's 2 months out. It's less than 2 months to the Big Bass Bash. The spring next year, yeah, I agree with that too. I think that we're gonna do it here. We've had our taste of two different sides of Table Rock. We fished the main lake and we fished the James River arm of it for the tournaments, and it's time to do something different. So, Bull Shoals, I would love to do a 2 day. I mean, for folks that travel, I think 2 day is the smart move. Um, and whether we do it at, like, split it up and do 1 day at Bull Shoals and 1 day at Taneycomo, or 1 day at Table Rock, whatever. There's 3 lakes. So I don't know how you guys want to approach that, but I think that that's a good idea. Grand Lake's a mud puddle. I saw the Bassmaster Classic. I don't know if I'll ever fish there again. Misty agrees with me. It's a mud puddle. Let's see how many people we got here. All right. Stephen Wolf, I addressed something earlier. I owe you a crappie rig, and Misty's making it for you. How about that? You remember that when I actually offered him a bull shad or a swim bait, I forget, and he asked if he could get a crappie thing, and I said, of course. It's been a minute, but I owe you that, and I'll get that to you. Oh, you guys, I'm writing stuff down. Trust me. And I can go back, and sometimes I go back and watch this stuff because I want to know what people have said. I don't see everything, but I do try to follow I'm following you guys right here. You see well, you can't see the messages. I don't know why it's so white, but your messages are right here. Okay. I do have some questions for you guys. I did mention in a video a while back about trolling motors. This Ultrex is starting to show its age. And I don't have $3,000 to buy a new one. So I might have to rebuild this one. Yeah, would you guys be interested in a little series on how to rebuild a trolling motor? Maybe. This boat also is due for an oil change from the new lower end that I got put on at Christmas time. Oh, Steven, dude, hey, so are you. You're a good dude too. Thank you. And I'm sorry that you guys got beat up by Hurricane Debbie. That's a terrible name. That's Debbie. How did Karen come about? Because Debbie could easily replace a Karen. A bunch of Debbies. Stank on you. Or is that Stankonia? Is that Yeah, I broke some stuff on it, you guys. Here, let's look together. This plastic piece right here that mates up with this piece broke recently. It's not very expensive, but I've given it a hell of a tape job to suffice. Not that I'm using it now, so I may as well order that part. The other thing that happened right here, this tab right here, that catches up in here when the motor goes down. The other side is busted off. So I only have one of these tabs. If that breaks, I'm riding a bucking bronco. You guys ever done somebody with like an 80-pound or more trolling motor when it's not clipped in? It goes all over. It's very much a pain in the ass. So you don't want to do that. Yeah, Horby, that's where I'm at, dude. Dude, listen, I mean, I'm probably here in this pain because of shit I did my whole life. But I've never been in a position where I'm in so much pain I can't sleep, and I, it sucks. I know, dude. It sucks. Dude, hockey was, yeah, you could say, I mean, hockey was brutal. But, dude, I also have about 6,000 rounds of golf under my belt, which cannot be good for your knees, your back, your hands, like any of it. There's that too. And the fact that I was a bricklayer, commercial bricklayer for over a decade when I was 18 to in my 20s. Um, and I've always been in construction of some form for the most part. And it's starting to catch up. It's yeah, you're right, Mom. I'm not young. I mean, it's my Norwegian skin, thank you, Mom, that makes my youthful appearance. But trust me, everything else is like on fire. um, Old is just an idea, you guys. You know, you can. I still believe in being youthful regardless of your limitations. There's always a way to work around that. There's dudes out there fishing professionally with no arms, no legs. So don't, I mean, like I still have all that shit. I'm lucky, but there's a lot of people out there that don't. Um, and so I always will have a reason. Hi, Aunt Allison, my aunt from Centralia, Washington. This is not far from Mount St. Helens, real close. How was the picnic today? My family had a picnic up in Edmonds, Washington, where kind of the home base is from. Where originally my grandparents, my dad's parents, and my mom's parents resided in a place called Edmonds, Washington, until their passings. Actually, they lived there their whole lives. But that's where we grew up, real little, and then our parents took us to South Everett in the hood. Not really. It wasn't really the hood then. It is now. But then it was just a budding community of a bunch of middle class folks that worked at Boeing and regular folk. Oh no, Stephen, do your thing. Do your thing, Stephen. We have a campground, and you be. I see what gets flushed. It's disgusting. Um. All right. I've been. It's not the. Let's see. All right. Well, you guys, the tournament, fun times today, but miss many of you. Yeah, Allison, of course, I would have loved to have been there. I couldn't fly if I wanted to right now. I can't drive. That's how bad it is. Like, I cannot drive. Um, that's something new, even left footed. And I grew up three pedaling it. For all you youthful folks out there that don't know what three pedals are, I think more of us should have them and our cars would be stolen less. 100%. Um, well, you guys, listen. I am. I'm at a point now where we're going to put together. I'm going to put together an auction for cancer. And I meant to do this a while ago, but I just wasn't in the right place. And we're there now. But I am going to have packages. And they're going to involve the MJB fishing hats and the Shonka Lures walking baits that Stephen and I collaborated on for a cancer special, and I'm going to auction off 3 sets of these. And we'll get into that later, but that is happening. And all of that money is going to the American Cancer Society. Whatever happens. So, if you guys have any interest in doing something like that or being a part of that, that's coming soon. And that's something I'm looking forward to. Hey, there's Wendy. Wendy and Allison are sisters. And my mom's here, so that'd be sister-in-law. There's a bunch of sisters. Anyway, you guys, I'm really starting to feel some pain, and I've sat down now on this little stool. That's the only other thing that gives me relief. If I sit fully down, it hurts worse. So I really wanted to just touch base with you guys, and we're going to get back into this thing that we have in this group, and I'm interested. I hope you are. If there's anything I can do to make it better, please let me know in the comments. I'm all ears, you guys. I need help. That's reality. I miss doing it. And I hope I see you guys real soon. And thank you very much for being here. And we're going to get healthy, and we're going to come back firing on all cylinders. And you guys know what the party's like when it's all good. I wish I could be all good. I'm putting on a pretty good face right now, but it's not good. But anyway, I appreciate you guys 100%. Thank you very much, and have a great night.